Hello there, welcome to Saberduel Gaming, where we always take the high ground, and welcome to Saberduel Wrestling. And we open the show with a backstage beatdown. Oh! Between CM Punk, who has seemingly jumped Triple H. And remember, it was at our New Year's Evil stream where Triple H made his return by answering the open challenge of CM Punk and defeating him. CM Punk clearly not happy about the fact that he was not prepared for Triple H. And oh my word, this is looking bad for the game, because CM Punk here, oh my lord, oh, what a crossbody, although it didn't connect at all, it's weird. Triple H in all kinds of trouble here. This is WWE2K25, this is Saberduel Wrestling. It is our first wrestling stream of 2025. Sorry, 2026. Hello, Fabrizio. And this show is called The Beginning, because this is us starting another year of Saberduel Wrestling. And to make it as big as possible, we have got some absolutely huge matches. And we are starting with this backstage brawl here. Seemingly CM Punk is not done with his feud of Triple H. Oh! And Triple H is in. Oh, CM Punk landed across that steel. This big sidewalk slam. Triple H going for the pedigree. Oh, and he hits it. It's like these two are going to be beating each other down for a while. Fabrizio think Randy's going to turn heel and turn Cody, so Cody loses to set up Randy versus Cody Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania. Randy versus Cody possibly, although if that's the case, then I hope we're going to see Cody drop the title first. So let's have a look at the matches we're going to have tonight. We will have, obviously we just had a bit of a backstage brawl there to open the show. We will have a no disqualification match between Raquel Rodriguez and Jade Cargill after Raquel Rodriguez interfered in Jade Cargill's title match against Liv Morgan. We will have a rematch for the tag team titles between the Judgment Day and the New Age Outlaws, basically because that match at New Year's Evil got kind of botched. We will have the international title on the line as Kurt Angle is defending against Oba Femi. There'll be two number one contender qualifiers for the women's title. Tiffany versus Charlotte, two former tag team members, and Lita versus Stephanie Vaquia. We will also have a Halloween Havoc title match. Abyss versus Jake the Snake Roberts. And the Saberduel Wrestling Championship will be on the line. The Rock challenging AJ Styles. Remember, The Rock is the new tribal chief. So let's start with some of those women's number one contenders. We'll start with Charlotte versus Tiffany. Let's have a quick look at what was in the chat. Fabrizio says, if Drew loses, it's going to hurt him so much. Like, he always gets screwed. I'm going to take a quick shower, and I'll be back in 8 minutes. No worries, mate. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. So, let's start with one of two number one contenders matches. I'm getting some weird feedback in my left headset piece. I'll have to check that later. I don't know if it's just the connection. Anyway. So Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton. Remember that Charlotte Flair is a former Saberduel Wrestling Women's Champion. Her and Tiffany did actually team up together to challenge Rhea Ripley and Chyna for the tag team titles. They were unsuccessful, and it seems like their team may have quietly gone its separate ways. Will be interesting, though, as both of these women, obviously having teamed together, know each other very well now. This stream actually coming a lot earlier than it normally does. That is due to the football club that I support, Liverpool FC, here in the UK, playing tonight at 8 p.m. I didn't want to be rushing right after doing that, getting on the stream, and also usually when I start the stream later, it's a lot quieter. So instead, I thought, why not try and do it a bit earlier instead? So. Charlotte Flair back in black, back in her darker colours here. Adrian says, hi Saber. Hello dude. Glad to see you back on WWE2K25. Thank you. I am glad to be back on it. I have actually been playing it a little bit off stream. I will do at least a bit of a side stream at some point. Doing the island game mode and some other bits because I need to get footage. Because usually around WrestleMania time, I will review the previous year's WWE 2K game. So I need footage to be able to review it. Tiffany Stratton. The tag team titles did not work out for them. That doesn't mean they couldn't carry on challenging. They absolutely could. But it was a clear, decisive win by the champions and Charlotte with a quick run in, and whether that is a clear indicator that this tag team is finished, or whether that's just competitiveness, we will have to wait and see. And it's a spear and a takedown. Obviously, these two are aware that having not won the tag team titles, challenging for the singles title will be their next course of action, and being put into this sort of mini tournament gives them a very clear path to challenge for a title. Charlotte targeting the leg here of Tiffany Stratton. In case people are wondering, I do have my customary Haribo, although I also have a tiny little chocolate Santa here to enjoy, which I'm very much looking forward to. Liv Morgan, of course, remains the Saberduel Wrestling Women's Champion, having successfully defended against Jade Cargill in a brutal match. Granted, there was a lot of shenanigans and cheating involved in that, as well as some interference from Raquel Rodriguez. However, it remains that she has beaten Jade Cargill twice, so Jade Cargill, for now, is out of the picture, really. However, Jade Cargill will... Oh, what a moonsault off the second turnbuckle. Jade Cargill will be... Oh, what a shot. Will be looking for revenge against Raquel Rodriguez tonight in a no disqualification match. Fabrizio says, Saber, I have asked the most hardest question in the world. Go on then. Oh. Just enjoying my my chocolate Santa Claus. Whoa. Tiffany. Big power slam. Oh, and a little, not exactly a low blow, but taking out the knee by Charlotte Flair. Going for a big spinning sidewalk slam. Fabrizio says, what match do you prefer? The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25, or at WrestleMania's 25, or John Cena versus AJ at Crown Jewel. John Cena versus AJ at Crown Jewel. In the same way as one of my favorite matches is the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes match where Cody wins the title. Because, simply put, as much as I love mat wrestling, technical wrestling, submission-based, all this stuff, at its basic level, wrestling should be fun. And there's loads of technical masterclasses I have enjoyed, but if I can sit there and be laughing and sort of jumping out of my seat and getting loads of in-references and all kinds during wrestling, it makes it better. WrestleMania 17 is known as one of maybe the best WrestleMania of all time in a lot of lists. If you ask me which match on that card I have watched most, it would be between the TLC Triple Threat ladder match and the other one, the absolutely abysmal but hilarious hardcore match between Raven, Big Show and Kane. It was a disaster, but it was so much fun. There was much better matches on there with Kurt Angle, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker. I've not watched any of those as much as I watched those three. It was so much fun. So for me, the AJ versus John Cena match this last year was fun. It was designed to be fun. Not a great technical masterclass. It was just fun. And that to me is what wrestling should be. Charlotte takes out the leg. Oh. Tiffany getting some momentum now. She's been on the back foot for a lot of this, but now Tiffany is building up. Kick out. Yeah, I mean, matches can be exciting. I suppose excitement can come down to a lot of different things. But I will take a storyline-driven, exciting, fun match with lots of things you just don't expect over a shoot-style technical masterclass every single day. And if you get one that does both, now you're on to a winner. Kurt Angle had loads of those. Great in-ring technical wrestling and then fun shenanigans. Fabrizio says my favourite WrestleMania is WrestleMania 41. Interesting. What are your favourite matches from that? What matches? If you were picking three matches that make it the best, Let me know why. Okay, what match are we going with next? Okay. Up next, we are going to have the international title on the line. We are going to have Kurt Angle defending the title against Obafemi. So for those that aren't aware, the international title, basically this is a title where the champion and challenger have to be from different countries, making every match an international affair. So Kurt Angle, as an American champion, that means no Americans can challenge him. He won the title by challenging and defeating Bret the Hitman Hart. Obviously Canadian. Obafemi is his challenger today. Fabrizio said Roman versus Seth versus CM Punk, John Cena versus Cody because I got excited, and Braun versus Finn versus Penta versus Dom. That match, that Intercontinental title match, I loved. And I loved the fact that when Dom won it, he was halfway up the aisle and he just pelted it back down and got in the ring to celebrate because the fans loved it. That was fantastic to me. Hello, Magnificent. Welcome to the first WWE2K25 Saberduel Wrestling stream of 2026. We have got Obafemi challenging Kurt Angle for the international title. Magnificent says, been having the flu for 5 days now and I'm beating it. Good man, keep it going. Keep resting, stay hydrated. Just take your time, don't push yourself, and you will get out the other side. Fritio says, I wish Cena faced Gunther and CM Punk faced Cody. Well, you ain't going to get Cody. Hang on. Yeah, you ain't going to get Cena versus anyone else. But you might still get CM Punk versus Cody. Little moment of respect for maybe my all-time favourite wrestler. Certainly, from a perspective of being an in-ring wrestler, this guy is my pick for the best ever. Kurt Angle won the WWE titles. He's won the WCW title technically as part of WWE. He won the NWA title. He won every title in TNA. At one point, he held both tag team titles on his own, as well as the X Division and World title. And he's had some of the best matches of all time, including some of the best WrestleManias. His match against Shawn Michaels, exceptional. Fritio says, but be honest, if you were the booker, would you make Cena win the Rumble or Chamber? Would you have made him face Gunther or Cody? I wouldn't have had him win the Rumble because I actually think you want him to still be chasing that dream. If he wins the Rumble, he's already got the dream. There's no chase until Mania. So winning the Chamber, I do think was the better option. I probably would have preferred him. No, I would have had him facing Cody. Let's be honest, you've got to book the biggest match. If you're trying to bet, you're making WrestleMania, what is the biggest match? Cody is your biggest champion. He's probably the biggest wrestler of this generation. And John Cena was the biggest champion of that generation. So I would have liked him versus Gunther, but that's the biggest match. John Cena versus Cody. Magnificent says, Saber, yeah, I'm back with the arms. I'm back with the Ames. No, Gunther versus Jay wasn't a big match, but it also wasn't the headline match. So it doesn't matter. If you'd had Gunther versus Cena, you would have had no big matches in from that perspective. Plus, it was going to be Cena's last WrestleMania, so he was going to have to headline it. Him versus Cody is a bigger headline. Magnificent says, "Sir, have you heard the game Arc Raiders?" I have. Don't know much about it, though. Would I turn him? I absolutely would have turned him heel. I definitely would have turned him heel. The only thing I would have done different would have been I would have either not had The Rock involved unless we knew he would have been involved all the way. But I definitely would have turned him heel. I always wanted him to be heel. In fact, he was a heel when he first debuted the rapper character. He was a baddie, and I loved him back then. Okay, Kurt Angle giving up the size and power advantage to Obafemi. But he certainly has the technical skills, the experience. Working on the back. This is actually Obafemi, I believe. I could be wrong. But I believe this is the first time we've used Obafemi on Saberduel Wrestling. Ritio says we need a WWE draft. Maybe. I think one thing, I'll tell you who we need. We need an NXT draft. Because NXT is sending up loads of its big name wrestlers to the main roster. Obafemi, Trick Williams, loads of them are all coming up. I think what we need is NXT needs a draft where they take wrestlers from Raw and SmackDown. Pick some wrestlers that have stunted a bit on the main roster, send them down to NXT. Fabrizio said we would send Shinsuke to NXT. I would absolutely do that. Oh, what a dive by Angle. I would love to see NXT have Shinsuke Nakamura again. In fact, I would make him the champion in NXT again. I love Shinsuke. I'd also like that because I'd love to see Shinsuke Nakamura battle it out with some wrestlers in TNA as well. And there's a much bigger chance of that happening if he's in NXT. Ooh, what a suplex by Angle. It's back into the ring. Is that going to be enough? Fritz said, what happens to Shinsuke? So he has been around. He's come in here and there for the odd feud, and he has been wrestling on the house circuit, on the live events and stuff. But you're right, he hasn't been a major part of any shows or storylines. Given that this... Whoa, has Angle won this already? Angle slam. 1, 2... Oh, and Obafemi kicks out. What the hell? Shawn Michaels up on the stage. Distracting Kurt Angle. Obafemi with a roll-up. No way. Oh, Kurt Angle kicks out. What the hell? We haven't seen Shawn Michaels in Saberduel Wrestling probably since early last year. And now Shawn Michaels is here. And he's going for Kurt Angle, but he can't even challenge for this title. He can't challenge for this title because they're both American. Well, very interesting. Shawn Michaels tries to cause a distraction. And Kurt Angle retains the title. But now, he's going outside and goes right after Shawn Michaels. And Kurt Angle drops Michaels spine first. And this is where we see that Kurt Angle has that brutal side to him. But in fairness, he has every right. What's really weird is, I literally was just saying that Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. Oh! And now Kurt Angle's going after the referee. This is crazy. Oh, we're going to have to break this up a little bit because this has gone chaotic. Kurt Angle retained the title. Shawn Michaels coming down to offer a bit of a distraction. Kurt Angle attacked Michaels and then took out the ref. We may have to put some sanctions in place around this. I don't know. I have no idea how to actually do that. I didn't even know. I didn't even mean to attack the ref. Okay. I know. Well, it looks like I might have, I actually was going to plan to have Shawn Michaels back in the roster at some point soon anyway. But now, looks like I've got a reason to bring him back. Well, let's have the other of the women's number one contenders matches we were going to have. And we are going to be having Stephanie Vaquia versus Lita. We already know that Charlotte Flair has made it through. Richard says, I wonder what attire they're going to give Cena in 2K26. Well, they almost always give the attire that they wore most recently. So they literally might do his retirement match attire. I would imagine, though, most of his T-shirts from the retirement run will be available. So that you can, or at least unlockable. So that you can change the attire as and when you want. That would be my guess, anyway. Fabrizio says, it'll be nice if WWE2K26, My Rise have seen his storylines or main feud. I doubt it. They did, like only a couple of years ago, the main story, not the main My Rise mode, but the other main story mode was about Cena's career. I doubt they'll do that this time. We'll see, but I do doubt it. Yeah, the cover star hasn't been announced yet. It probably won't be for another month or so. But I wouldn't be surprised. They have started moving towards sometimes having like multiple cover stars. They could absolutely have Rhea Ripley on there. Would be a good shout. They've never had just one female on the front cover. There's been like one where it's been a male and a female. And Rhea Ripley is a big enough star. She's probably as big a star as anyone else in the company right now. So, don't see why not. We've already had Cody. We've had Roman. You could say CM Punk, maybe. That'd be a fair one, as I think it'll be 10 years since the last game he was on the cover for, which I think was a good game, actually. I think it was on the Xbox 360 I played that. So you could have Punk. Maybe have Punk and Rhea. I would be surprised if it's Randy Orton. Randy Orton hasn't really been on. I could see now. In fairness, when you're talking about the story mode, I could see that being Randy Orton. They could literally do the Legend Killer story mode and have him working his way through different legends, and then there could be bonus matches where you face off against legends that he never fought against. You could unlock his grandfather, his dad, Bob Orton and stuff like that. We've never had Randy Orton's full career. Granted, his career isn't over, but still. But that would be a good one. And Lita goes out to dive out again. Crossbody hooks the leg. Lita really taking it to Stephanie Vakia early in this match. Oh, connects. Just about. Lita going for the moonsault. Misses. Stephanie Vakia comes from behind, goes for the roll-up. Archers are back. Kick out by Lita. Oh, and a big shot by Stephanie Vakia. Video guesses night 1 for WrestleMania, Gunther versus Seth. Night 2, Rock versus Roman. I don't think we will get Rock versus WrestleMania 43. Is that this year or next year? It's back suplex into a slam. Next year. Yeah, that's fair enough. I do think I don't think we'll get Rock Roman this year, but I do think it'll be next year. Lita going for it again. This time it connects. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Lita follows her big win over Trish Stratus at New Year's Evil with a big win over Stephanie Vakia here tonight. Which means Lita and Charlotte progress as contenders for the Saberduel Wrestling Women's title. Frizio says Cody needs a break from WWE. That won't happen until at least after WrestleMania now. You don't take your biggest star and take them away in the build up to WrestleMania. Between now and WrestleMania, you'll have people coming back, not going on breaks. Especially given that so many wrestlers are out injured. Now after WrestleMania, potentially, you could well be right. Frizio says, I've been shocked that Gunther versus AJ is happening at next Raw. I didn't even realize it was. That is shocking, I agree. That should be like either Rumble or Saturday night's main event or something like that. Okay. Where is he? Okay. Tag team titles on the line. The New Age Outlaws versus the Judgment Day.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
So, full disclosure, the match between these two teams at New Year's Evil went completely wrong. Not just as a matter of one team was supposed to win, but I was originally going to play as the Judgment Day. The plan was I was going to deliberately get myself disqualified, so the Outlaws won, but didn't win the title. However, because the people in the stream wanted me to play as the Outlaws, I tried to swap it round, but in doing so, I was only controlling one wrestler. So then when the other wrestler was in the ring and he wouldn't tag me, he got pinned and I couldn't do anything. So because that match went completely to pot, I am just going to do the straight up match. So you guys are basically getting the rematch as a bonus one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaw. And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
So the New Age Outlaws are getting their title match. And the Judgment Day with a full roster. Defending the titles. There's a lot of title belts there. The Judgment Day have the tag team titles. They have the Women's Championship. That could all change in an instant, though. Liv Morgan will be well aware that Charlotte Flair and Lita are now both coming for her title, while Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio have got the New Age Outlaws waiting for them right here today. Frizio says these wannabe DX. Well, it's kind of the wannabe DX versus the actual DX. Frizio says, I think AJ is facing Punk at WrestleMania. I would love that. Have AJ Styles win the Rumble. That would be incredible. And have him challenge CM Punk at WrestleMania. I would be... That night one main event. Right there. Amazing. You want to make that match even better? Put Finn Balor in it and make it a triple threat match. AJ, Finn Balor, CM Punk. Gonna be the best main event in WrestleMania history. Fabrizio says he should win the chamber. I'll take that. That's fine with me. AJ versus Punk for one title. Roman versus Cody Rhodes 3 as a tiebreaker for the other title. Both fantastic. And for me personally, I would love to see Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. It won't happen. Bianca Belair will come back and fight Jade Cargill and win it. Of course she will. But Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, that could be an event. That could be your night one main event right there. So... that is true. Roman ain't showing up for the chamber. Magnificent says, Saber, Saber, Saber. Yes, yes, yes. How can I help you? Okay, tag team titles on the line. The Judgment Day. Thanks to real world issues here. Survived with the titles and New Year's Evil. Wait, what? Okay, what's happening? For some reason, I'm the Judgment Day. I can't believe, I swear I chose to play as the New Age Outlaws. I can't believe we've got this again. Oh well, I guess I will go for what the plan was last time. Honestly, this is a cursed matchup. This is a cursed matchup. This is the second time in a row I've put this match together and something's gone wrong. Billy Gunn. Oh. What a drop kick. Oh, Eddie would be proud. Fritzy says, this match will never have a clean finish. Nope. Nope. It's... Magnificent asks about Cody. So, there's been a lot of speculation that Cody versus Roman 3 would be at WrestleMania. Although other people have changed that. No, Fabrizio, I'm not going to change to Billy Gunn because in the last stream when I tried to do that, it would only let me control one wrestler. So then I couldn't do anything when the other one was in. So unfortunately, this is what we're getting, but I guess that means we'll get this match a third time. Finn Balor. Just taking off the corner pad there. The referee, he's too busy fixing a corner pad over the other side. Oh. And we've got a kendo stick in the ring. And it's Finn Balor who got connected. Oh. And while the referee is throwing out that kendo stick, Finn Balor has the chance to use that exposed turnbuckle on Road Dogg. Busts him into it. Face first. And again. Oh, spine first. The referee. Big splash off the top. Saying Akira Tozawa should have beat Roman isn't a hot take. It's that's banter. There's a difference. Oh, Road Dogg with the knee. Counters the attack. Double team incoming. And it's... oh, that was nasty. What an elbow shot by Dom. And Road Dogg, he's in trouble here. Dominic Mysterio throws him over the top down to the ringside. Where now Liv and Carlito are taking him out. The referee goes outside and is ejecting members of the Judgment Day. So Liv Morgan has been told she's got to go backstage. Oh. And on the way, she took Billy Gunn off the ringside. Oh. Now Billy Gunn is scrapping with Liv Morgan. This has all fallen apart. Liv Morgan has been thrown into the ring. Bear in mind, she was ejected, but it was Billy Gunn that threw her back in. This is chaos now. And now the referee is... Road Dogg has just thrown Dirty Dom into the back of the referee. Neckbreaker. Drop kick. This is absolute chaos. I mean, I will say Akira Tozawa was awesome as an elf on the shelf on SmackDown over Christmas. Stole the show there, man. Genuinely. That was incredible. Billy Gunn with a... Sorry, Road Dogg with a big drop kick. This is a... This match is falling apart. Oh! What a crossbody! And this is now, it's ended. Well, it's a count out or no or is it by disqualification. The New Age Outlaws have won the match, but they have not won the titles. Sorry, had to do it. Had to do it. I do want the New Age Outlaws to eventually win the titles, by the way, but I have to be controlling them at the time. But at least now, technically, both teams are at 1 win apiece. So we're going to have a third fight. We'll make it like a no disqualification, a falls count anywhere, a street fight or something. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Okay. So next we have a no DQ match. And it is Jade Cargill looking for revenge against Raquel Rodriguez. Now, Raquel Rodriguez, technically, within this game, isn't an actual member of the Judgment Day, but let's say she's a Judgment Day affiliate. She's Judgment Day DLC. Fabrizio says, I would book Rhea versus Tiffany at WrestleMania. Yeah, I'm not against that. I would just rather see Jade versus Rhea. the two biggest, baddest, most dominant, probably female wrestlers of all time. At least in how they're booked, character-wise. After this, we have still got 2 title matches. This is a big, big show for our first one of the year. The Halloween Havoc title and the world title, The Rock, challenging AJ Styles. Jade Cargill, a 2-time Saberduel Wrestling Women's Champion. Lost the title to Liv Morgan through shenanigans. Lost her rematch due to shenanigans and Raquel Rodriguez. She might not be able to get an automatic title match again, but she absolutely will have the chance here to get revenge. I might have to give Raquel Rodriguez the Judgment Day entrance. Even though she's not technically in the team, I can put her in it. I at one point actually want to update my Judgment Day and put Damian Priest back in it. I think it'd be awesome to do like a Judgment Day versus DX. Jade Cargill. This is a no disqualification match. Oh, what a spear. In fairness, the no disqualification matches we tried at New Year's Evil were kind of a mess. So let's hope we can do a slightly better job in this one. Setting up the ladder. Early doors. And now it is a steel chair. Oh, into the face. Raquel Rodriguez may regret this. Well, she might not, because she might not actually live to regret this. Whereas Liv, on the other hand, crowd behind Jade Cargill. Oh, Raquel Rodriguez coming in for the attack. Roman and Randy, you think, will be the last two. But you think Braun spears Roman. I mean, I would actually love to see Braun Strowman take on versus Brock Lesnar. The distance that chair covered. If Randy is going to turn heel this week, then I really hope it means Drew wins the title in the process. Just to make it sort of work. Gives it a justification. Oh! Jade misses the flying forearm. Jade. Oh, my word. Oh, my word again. Oh, dear. Raquel Rodriguez is on that table. What? What? I didn't know I could do that. Have I just found something new out? This entire time, I'm able to get on. I am. Oh my word, I never knew this was something you could do in the game. Wow. Okay. Well, I've been playing the game for nearly a year, and I've only just found out that you can climb onto the barricade. How have I only just found that out? How has that not happened simply by accident at some point? Outside the ring now. No, 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 you don't. Right, now, let's just try and make this work. Open the dustbin. Oh, bin to the face. Puts it on to the ladder. Oh, we go. Here we go. Off the top. Jade misses and goes through the table. What a spot. Then she counters. Climbs up onto the barricade. Big splash off it. This is new. That's a new trophy. I wonder if it's something they've only just put into the game then. Throwing that in. Another table. Oh. Whoa, takedown. Big power bomb. And here comes Liv Morgan again. Oh my word! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't believe this. Raquel Rodriguez. I'm going to let her. I'm going to let her put me through the table. Because this is how you end a match. Liv Morgan came in. Cost. I'm putting the controller down. I'm not even trying to kick out. That is a swerve. And that is how we make it so that Raquel Rodriguez is officially going to join the Judgment Day. Her and Jade Cargill are going to have a few more matches. Okay. Incredible. Okay. We need a random match type. We're going to go with tables match. We've already had a table spot anyway, so... Oh, in fact, can we make it 2 out of 3? Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls table match. just because table matches can be very, very quick. And this will be for the Halloween Havoc Championship, currently held by Abyss. And he will be defending against Jake the Snake Roberts, who I don't think we've had in a match in the last year that I could think of. Jake the Snake Roberts, very iconic wrestler of the early 90s. With that snake. Now, depending on which one's in the bag, is it Damien or Lucifer? They were the two names for his snakes. And here is the champion. Defeated The Fiend to win the title in their third outing against each other. Defeated all three faces of Foley. Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. To establish this reign. And now he starts 2026 with a title defense. It is TNA's Hall of Famer, wrestling legend, currently WWE backstage booker, the Monster Abyss. Former TNA champion, former TNA X Division champion, former TNA Global, or whatever other name it had at that time. Former TNA Tag Team Champion, especially as part of Decay, his own big faction. Right now in Saberduel Wrestling, he's the Halloween Havoc Champion. This is a 2 out of 3 falls tables match. One of these men will have to go through a table twice. We saw in the last match what going through a table once does. Oh, a big right hand and a right hand again. And Abyss now going for the choke slam. Oh my word, this is some serious dominance. Oh, all right, whoa, whoa, whoa. Jake the Snake countering with those right hands. Right, rakes the eyes. Jabs, counters. Big boot by Abyss. Oh, and automatically, oh, that table. What the hell was that? And we have a glitch, guys. Big slam. And Abyss now drops Jake right across the barricade. Now Abyss has Janice. A big barbed wire. Oh! 2x4 and Jake Roberts is bleeding. Oh, clubbing blow. So Janice again over the back of the skull. Are you kidding me? That is insane. Oh, puts Jake onto the table. Oh! There is one fall. Jake Roberts is going to be in all kinds of pain. So Biss picks up the table. Jake Roberts with a... Oh, dear. I don't like Jake's chances here. Oh, elbow. Nice counter. And now Jake's the one bringing the... Is he going to bring that table into the ring? Abyss is in the ring. Big boot. Oh, Jake is bleeding heavy. Whoa, mercy. Oh, elbows. Just don't knock that table over, Jake. Biss thrown into the corner. Jake dragging on the arm. The fire from the back of that table must be singeing by now. Counter. Oh my word, choke slam coming up through the flaming table. And Abyss retains decisively. Choke slam from the top turnbuckle through the flaming table. And Abyss is turning doubters into believers. Sorry, Fabrizio, I've just seen your comments about Braun Strowman. Yeah, you know I meant Braun Breaker. Come on. Well, it is main event time. It is AJ Styles defending the title, the Saberduel Wrestling Championship, against The Rock. Do we have anyone with him? No. Let's just go solo. Ha! Solo. That would have been another one. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson defeated Roman Reigns to become the undisputed tribal chief, with help in that Bloodline Rules match from the likes of Solo, from the likes of Yokozuna. His own dad made it way down the ring. Umaga. But if he's going to win the Saberduel Wrestling Championship, he is going to have to do it on his own. By the way, guys, new video has just gone live on the channel. Literally just now. 51 minutes ago it went live. Already on 12 views, by the way, but that is cool. Top 10 Marvel games you need to play. So please go and check that video out. In fact, I might throw the link to it in the stream. There we go. Go and check that one out if you can. Go and see what I believe are the top 10 Marvel video games that you need to be playing. Well, The Rock is on top form. Former Saberduel Wrestling Tag Team Champion. But this man has been the champion since cashing in, using his Money in the Bank cash-in to interrupt the match between CM Punk and Triple H, a rivalry that has seemingly restarted. Since then, he has defeated all comers, including the likes of Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, he has been a very impressive champion, has AJ Styles, and now his challenge is The Rock. Well, there it is. There's the title. That is the belt that is on the line. NXT, WCW, WWE, ECW logos on it. Potentially next year, if they include it in it, there might even be a TNA logo on there, just to show the different legacies that we try and represent. AJ Styles, oh, very quick goes for that flying forearm. Oh, but now The Rock counts a big clothesline of his own. looking to use the size and power advantage he has over AJ Styles. And assert dominance very quickly here. Oh, nice counter by AJ. Wrenching it. Taking the Rock really off his game. Oh, now the Rock with a armbar. Ooh, and takes him down to his knees. And a takedown. Rock applying. Oh, and back to the strikes. AJ Styles in trouble here as the Rock goes for the pin. Has his feet up on the ropes here. Big clothesline. The Rock is not above bending the rules to his will. AJ Styles with a counter, throws the Rock over. Counter. Rock with a big forearm. Now hip tosses AJ all the way down to the outside. Big elbow off the side. Oh, counters the drop kick. Does AJ kick? Boot. AJ going for the pile driver on the outside, and the Rock is going to be hurting. So it looks like that climbing on the barricade by the thing, not everyone can do it. Because I've just tried to do as the Rock and it didn't work. Big clothesline. AJ is down. And big slam. The Rock looking for a rock bottom already. Goes for it. AJ with the elbow, the counter. And now AJ lifts him up. Torture rack. Oh, and a inverted Death Valley driver onto the Rock by AJ. Oh, and again that beheading clothesline just counters so much of AJ's athleticism here. Snake eyes. Oh, boot. AJ with the boots the gut. Going for the suplex. Counter. Hits. Oh, no. AJ turned it into a neckbreaker. It looked like a counter by the Rock. Kick out by the Rock. AJ had a decisive strong win. Oh, my word. He's going for the Styles Clash. He turned it into a Styles Clash. Hits the Rock. The Rock kicks out of the Styles Clash just about. AJ off balance as he comes off and off the rope. Inverted atomic drop. And again. And now the Rock. Oh, that's a low blow. That's a low blow. Referee should have done something about that. Boot to the back. Now the knee into the spine. And again with a boot. The Rock absolutely brutal here. A big sidewalk slam again. The Rock. Whoa, whoa, whoa. AJ with a counter again. Takes out the knee. The Rock needs to be decisive here and try and go a calf crusher. Rolls through, but the rope. His foot was on the rope right away there. AJ Styles on the top. Oh! Referee. It's in the right spot there. The Rock goes for the Irish whip. Rock to the outside. AJ going to the outside, going for the suplex on the hardest part of the ring. Big clothesline. Oh my word, this table. Oh my word, rock bottom right there on the outside. And AJ Styles got straight back up. How in the hell? And then hits a German suplex. Rock straight back up. Counter. Clothesline. Rock makes it into the ring, but he knows. Oh! He had to break the count. Now, it's not just a count that looks like it's about to be broken. Face first into that table. Rock puts AJ on. What is the Rock doing? He is not known for his high-flying antics. Oh my good grief! AJ thrown back in. Goes to the flying forearm. AJ. DDT. Irish whip. Referee got in the way there. And now, oh, what a shot by AJ. Picks him up. Oh. Oh, that was a bit of a cluster there. Oh, and the knee in the back of the head of the Rock. Picks him up. Counter. And, oh my lord, out of nowhere, the Rock bottom. Hooks the leg. Could this be it? 1, 2. It's a kick out by the champion. Sweeps the leg. AJ Styles targeting the arm now. Elbow. The Rock. Boot. Takes the arm. Cradle roll up here. 1, 2. And it's a 3. And the Rock is now the new Saberduel Wrestling World Champion. What a match and what a defense by AJ Styles. But the first Saberduel Wrestling stream of 2026 starts with a brand new world champion. The man who was in the first ever match to crown the YouTube Mania Championship back when this title's lineage started, who lost to Triple H. Now, around 3 or 4 years later, whatever it is our world champion. Well, guys, that is the end of the stream. Want to give a big thank you to Magnificent Logo, Fabrizio Empire, and Hardly Quinn for being here. I hope everyone has had a fantastic day. Thank you very much to anyone else who's come along and watched and taken part. Please do go and check out Top 10 Marvel Games You Need to Play. It would be very much appreciated. And I hope to see you again soon for a future stream. Until next time, take care and take the high ground.